Hey guys, it's Monica back with Mississippi Glam, and today we are going to do a quick little sweet treat video. I know you guys are going to be kind of thrown off by the title because it is Rice Krispie treats, and you guys are like, really? She's showing me how to make Rice Krispie treats? Like, really? Yes. Why? Because I am sick, my kids are sick, and it's just what I want right now. It's what I'm craving, so that's what I'm making. But I'm not going to show you guys just any plain old basic Rice Krispie treat recipe. It is very simple, and it is very easy, and it is very true to the original, other than we are going to add one extra ingredient, which is going to be a cake mix. I know many people will be thrown off by it, but I promise you, you will love these. You will not want just plain Jane Rice Krispie treats ever again. So I hope you guys want to see this, and if you do, then keep watching. If you don't, then bye-bye. Okay? If you want to see this, then keep watching. Okay, for this sweet treat, you're going to need some Rice Krispie cereal. You're going to need a cake mix. You are going to need marshmallows, a stick of butter, and some sprinkles. Alright, so first things first, get a pot that you do not mind if it gets a little scratched up or dinged up or stuff is stuck to it. I don't use my good pots, that's for sure. So I'm going to take our stick of butter. I'm going to put half a stick in. We're going to go ahead and start melting that. So we're going to get that in there. A little bit more. And get the full chunk there. We're going to go ahead and turn our heat on about medium-high heat. Go ahead and get us a good spoon, because we're going to need a good spoon for this. If you've made Rice Krispie treats before, then you kind of sort of know how this goes. But you have not made it like this. Okay, and it just like kicks it up like another level. Okay, so I sound like Emerald Lagazzi over here. Kick it up a notch. You guys remember that when he like first came on like the cooking channel and stuff? Anyway, so we're just going to get this butter melting. I already have my cake batter bag snipped over here at the side, and I have my measuring cup waiting, and my marshmallows open. Try not to eat all of them because I always end up eating 2 or 3 marshmallows out of the bag as I wait for the butter to melt. But these are so good, I tell you. And this is great for, you know, Valentine's Day is coming up. You know, your kids are having parties in their classroom. Maybe, you know, you're doing something at Sunday school. Maybe you guys are having potluck at church or at the office or whatever, you know. These are a great little treat, and it's not like, oh, she just made Rice Krispie treats. It's like, wow, these are really good. So I'm just going to let this butter melt, and then we'll come back to see what the next step is. Good melted. There's still a little piece in there, but that's totally fine. So we're going to go ahead and take our bag of marshmallows and dump the whole bag in. They'll go in. Come on. Everybody into the hot tub. Okay, set the bag over there. We're going to start stirring it around. You guessed it. Melting the marshmallows. And I know you guys are thinking this is really, really easy peasy, and it is. It is so easy. And I know you guys are like, what is she's showing us how to make Rice Krispie treats? Like, really, Monica? Really? Yes. Okay, everyone in my house has a cold, and I'm not really feeling it. So yes, I'm showing you a cute little quick dessert. Especially if you're sick. I mean, hello, I'm gonna eat the heck out of these. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm gonna eat the heck out of these. I'm sick and I deserve it, okay? This cold won't go away, and everybody's got it, so yes, I'm totally going to eat the heck out of these. Alright, so I'm just stirring my marshmallows around, getting them all nice and coated in that butter, and some of them are starting to kind of melt a little bit. You don't want to have your heat on high because it will scorch, and then nobody will want to eat it. Not even you, not even the dog, okay? So I'm just stirring it around. It will take you a few minutes just to melt the marshmallows. They look so good right now. Okay, so I'm going to wait just a minute on stirring. I'm going to take my cake mix, okay? We're going to go ahead and put in a cup, dump it all over the stove while we're at it, okay? That's very important, key. We're going to put in a cup of the cake mix. Set the remainder to the side there. You can do something with it later. And then we're going to start just stirring that all together. because you want that cake mix to get really good and incorporate it with the marshmallows and the butter. You might have to add a little bit of extra butter. That's why I have the stick of butter sitting over here to the side, because you might have to add a little bit. Just kind of sort of depends on how everything's looking. I'm just going to keep stirring this around. Once the marshmallows melt down, it'll be a little bit easier. Let me tell you, if you have a bad shoulder, this is not the job for you, but we're going to make it work. I will endure the pain for you guys. Alright, I'm going to keep stirring it around until they are nice and melted. Alright, I'm just measuring out 6 cups of Rice Krispie treats right here. Alright, I measured out 6 cups of Rice Krispie treats. It'll just make it easier when you're melting your marshmallows just to take it and dump it. So that's what I'm going to do. Okay, so I had to bring in the big guns because my little gimpy arm just ain't working. So I'm going to go ahead and dump the 6 cups of Rice Krispie treats over into the pot here. Okay, now that they're done, we're going to spray the pan with a little bit of nonstick spray. And then you're going to have to move very quickly to get it over into the Pyrex pan here. The killer on your arm, let me tell you. I like to get it in there and then start mashing it down. One little scoop here. You guys know how I am about scraping my bowls. No shame in that, okay? You pay for that food just as much as the other, so I like to scrape my bowl or my pot here. Alright, as good as I'm going to get. So I'm just going to kind of spread it out a little bit and just kind of mash it down because we want this to stick together really well. And you need to do this immediately. Like I said, if you're new to making Rice Krispie treats or you never made them before or just whatever, you just forgot, you made them years ago and you just hadn't made them recently, you need to move kind of quickly because you know once it cools, they're stuck. So I just kind of move it around, kind of flatten it out. You're not going to get a perfectly flat surface. You can try, but I'm not going to really spend loads and loads of time trying to get a perfectly flat surface because I know it's not gonna do. That's okay with me. I like the whole rustic look, you know. It doesn't have to be perfect, like it came out of a box, you know, like a machine made it. I like to know people to know I made this with my own hands. Okay. So anyways, that's good. You can always save the spoon for licking. No, I'm just kidding. Now we're gonna take our sprinkles and just kind of sprinkle those on top. I had, listen to my word, had some little Valentines sprinkles, but I think Dell ended up using those for his little smoothie, no, I'm sorry, his Frappuccino phase, and I only had just a very few little hearts, so I had to resort to using like some flowers and some little just colorful sprinkles, but that's okay with me. I really don't care. But if you're doing this for like a little party, you know, a Valentine party at church or whatever, school, you can put little Valentine sprinkles on there. You can even add some red food coloring if you want to make them red. But it's totally up to you. Like, the sky's the limit. You can even get some mini marshmallows and put them over into the Rice Krispie mix. Not melt them, but just put them over in there. Just to add something. You can add chocolate to them. You know, I mean, seriously, the sky's the limit. You can add frosting. You put frosting in a piping bag and pipe it over them. I mean, like, the sky is the limit. Okay, so now we've got our sprinkles on there. What we're going to do now is just basically, seriously, set these to the side and let them cool and harden up so you can cut them. So that will take about, I would say about a couple of hours, honestly, for them to get really nice and cool and be able to cut them. with them not falling apart. So I'm going to set this to the side, I'm going to make dinner, and then we'll be back to check on these. Okay guys, that was it. Easy peasy. Seriously, it takes you like 5 minutes to make this. I know it is really easy and really simple, but with Valentine's Day coming up, sometimes that is the best, is just easy, simple dishes. And if your kids are having a Valentine's Day party, or at church you're having a party, or if you just are sick and you just want some Rice Krispie treats, but you just don't want plain Jane Rice Krispie treats, then these are definitely a great option. But I know that all of us around here that are right now suffering with the crud are really going to enjoy these, hence why I sound like this. But anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope that you guys use this, like I said, for Valentine's Day or a party or whatever. You can even change it up for St. Patrick's Day or whatever, just add different color sprinkles, what have you. But anyways, I hope you guys really enjoyed this. Don't forget to like the video. If you guys have not subscribed, I would love to have you join my channel. And feel free to check out my other videos. And I will see you guys in my next video. Hopefully healthy. That was not me. Bye guys.